There, everyone. There. Let us plant the fruits of our village. The official tomato, which we relied on last year and which we may rely on again this year, unless all of you are really enjoying chewing on the hard bread. Who am I kidding? I would rather have the bread. But hello everyone and welcome back to Are We There You, where it seems that we would be roasting and toasting if we had not been busy splashing water on everyone's faces for the last few days. Thank you very much to our giant eyeball watchers for that. What the heck? Oh my gosh, that scared me. I thought it was an earthquake. Carpet of flowers. 3 flower fields just appeared in the village. That's so sweet. Oh wow, like we literally were just researching flower fields too. Aww. I wonder if they give any kind of boost just for being around. That's really cute. That's really cute indeed. Am I gonna foresee doom anyway? Yep, here we go. Oh, actually that's the big doom. Kind of forgot about that. Yeah, the big doom doom that's going to bring big illness and sickness into our village. Ah, yes, well, we'll need to tend to that, but there we go. No, I must say I have never been interested in flowers. I just find them a distraction from work. Ha, as if, Elder, you're just fooling yourself because I clearly feel that way. You need to have it on fertile tiles and +1 if water maker within 1, and then it produces spring, summer, and autumn and gives you the flowers. Aww. And it doesn't say what it's consumed by yet, but it looks like for sure you can actually have the flowers consumed to gain some of the nature essence. So I think that we could definitely use that to appease the nature gods more in the future. But for now, let's go ahead and try not to die of disease, which actually might be a little tricky because we happen to have sickness power piling up. Hey, but at least all of the pretty flowers jogged my memory beans. And we can now unlock none other than a warehouse. Thank freaking goodness. Please tell me I don't have to store all of my hard bread into the rafters around my bed in town hall. I do not remember exactly where we put all the goods before we built one of these. I suppose it was just under our beds. All right, so you need a dwelling nearby. It needs to be in a clearing, but let's see, it raises the cap of the storage by 20 every time you build one. And then a large warehouse, if you put it on cobblestone, by 40? Think of how many eggs and tomatoes we could put in there. Oh my word. Counting all the goods we could produce was a difficult task, so after a while we just stopped. We estimated the size of the piles. Yeah, that'll keep us alive through the winter. But alright, so now that we have jogged our memory brain and remember that, we can get ready to remember about pigs and then creative protection followed by fruit orchards! And look at how far we are! We're barely even there on the memories, how exciting! Sort of. I guess technically I would want to remember most of my memories, but I have to admit it is a lot of fun to be able just to kind of like roll with it. Also, I just realized, Julia, this whole time, I think Lavender Rain can get both of these spots. So come and be on like barley duty instead. Oh, I can't believe I've been doing that for so long without realizing that. Well, all right. And speaking of wells, we have actually gone ahead and completed research, I believe, on... No, we haven't. Oh my gosh. I could have sworn we have gotten that stone well out of the way, and we haven't. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. And then I think that we would want to go and prepare, let's see, we're working on sickness. And then growth, I do want to have town hall. No! The fields! Cut the forest! Of course! We are so researching that, as weird as it sounds, because we have a lot of important things that we need to go ahead and be able to add into our village, like this carpentry. You see, we need planks in order to build things. Many things. Plankly things. And in order to get planks for building plankly things, if we put this next to a woodmaker and it has a clearing path to a dwelling, then we'd get some good boost. And I think if we can just move these trees out of the way, we could do that. We could do that for sure. So I'm looking forward to that. Meanwhile, we have 2 spare pips and an empty child's already growing there. Fine. Let's see, child growing there, child growing there. Upgrading that house. Oh, but no child growing here. Take that. It's Silver Ombre and Luna Melts, the lucky parents. All right, and so the only thing we were really trying to kind of build preparation against at this moment is kind of the heat and then sickness. And I think that Crystal is about to be our freaking hero, other than the fact I probably need to start collecting more hemp. Oh yeah, am I planting that anywhere? No, I can't plant it anywhere. I just remembered because, you know, it happens to only be able to be planted in summer and autumn. So why don't we have somebody come down here and collect a little of this to try to offset that? In fact, we could have 2 somebodies do that. How many seeds do I have? Oh man. Okay, not enough seeds. Okay, this is why we have some babus like growing up right now. Carry on, everyone. I think I forgot something important, but well, we'll find out when the whole world explodes. Yay, new baby! Excellent, I need somebody to work my fields. Oh my goodness, I love our flower fields too. That's really charming, and I'm so glad it didn't pop up next to Machu's thinking tree so that he could just get really irritated at me. Because that would have exhausted me. I'm not gonna lie. All right, everyone doing well? I think so. What are we running low on? We're kind of doing okay on food, so I'm gonna turn away from looking at that for just a moment. We're gathering more water. We're starting to bring in some barley, so that means we can have... Oh, this mill gets so much more. Oh my gosh. The boost, because the fields are around it, is huge. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just decommission this mill for sure, because like this is where it's at. Savannah has got the good mill stuff, you see. She can grind that right next to the little lake right over here with all of the barley, with the you know what? I bet we wouldn't have a problem with crows in our fields if the farmers run around with pickaxes and wear jack-o'-lanterns on their head. I could see how that would actually make it so we wouldn't need to worry about a lot of crows or things like that. All right, let's see. We're working on making copper bars. I could use more seed forgers, but I could also spend some time. We don't really need the super fancy food right now, Megan, so I appreciate that. But we're gonna take a break on that. Somebody needs to gather these tomatoes, which means somebody needs to gather these tomatoes. And that leaves me with no pips. Well, I guess everybody has a job then. Carry on. I wish to be able to learn how to clear this forest sooner than later, you see. All right, how's everybody doing? Ah! What's going on here? Animals expand close by territories. Wild expansion. What? So that was the Great Wilds are calling? Whoa, so it was a mini event. Okay. Level 3. Oh my gosh, so it makes me have more wild chickens. I don't know if you want to do that, guys. Look, like, I know that sounds like a good idea, but I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, you might not want that. Let's see, we'll lose wood because we're over the cap. Huh. As if. I'm sure that soon we will be able to go ahead and build something to use that up. Oh, don't you worry. Yes, I don't want to actually plant the flower fields. I was just trying to get that out of the way so it would stop flashing at me. Yes, I know we could build a brickmaker lodge. Yes, I know we need to build the carpentry. I'm working on it. Let's see. Doing good on health? Have a free pip. Have some extra wood. So let's actually go ahead and let's get a couple of clearings put down then, so that I can upgrade a couple of these houses. I need to remember I can't take this house down or else we'll lose our glop cauldron that Ren is currently throwing water and eggs in. Does that just make like runny eggs? Because I have a lot of questions about that, if so. Just like watered down, I mean, is that eggnog? Really primitive eggnog? Maybe? Aw, my fields went poof. I guess I need to replant them? Man, that really like hurt my flower production quite a bit. All right, have we learned? Oh, we're getting closer and closer. Yes, to being able to cut down those trees, which is really weird to come out of my mouth, I'm not gonna lie. Meanwhile, I forgot that the babies grew up. So little Mila, a name that apparently we have used many times on some of the babies, you're actually going to be Fawnhoof. Welcome, welcome Fawnhoof. And now where did the other little whippersnapper? There you are. Oh my gosh, I love her hat. It's a cute little flower hat. She knows she's planting things. Oh, that's adorable. Panda bird. Panda Bird, thank you both so much for being some of our Patreon Guild patrons, helping literally to make all of these adventures possible and to make it so that I can have my daily orange for breakfast. I so deeply appreciate that, trust me. Also, I guess Lord Thunder, you can take a break from like getting the wood and we can just like upgrade this hut because we have so much extra wood right now. Dare I say, I feel a little bit overconfident almost because like we're doing it, like look at this, we're actually doing it, and like Crystal is just smashing the health essence out of the water. Yay, baby! So I feel like now we're really going to start seeing our village growth take off, especially if we can start pushing our way into having some territory that we so desperately need to keep people alive. Normally I'm all one for not cutting down trees, and I do think we shall leave Central Park and we shall leave this area where you can see the like altars are, but otherwise we kind of need a little bit of this room. Thank you very much. Let's see, is there anything we haven't really built yet? It's altar to nature. We have the help. We have the knowledge. I technically could move the knowledge trees, but I thematically refuse to. And the cloth maker. Requires one social within one and a path to dwelling. So, social relaxation stand. Maybe a meeting point right here? Okay, we'll build that and then we'll see if we can build the cloth maker. Will that allow me to go ahead and welcome the cloth maker? Not yet. Okay, so we do need the cloth maker maybe for later in the season. Ooh, and now look at all those tomatillos. Excellent. And we do need to research the warehouses. I suppose I could give that a little look-see-loo to see how we would need to prepare for building that. Would that be growth? It sounds like a growy kind of thing. Cottage, that's for the fancy-pantsy rich people who want to go to the town center. Town hall. Oh, and that's right, we can actually make a large kitchen now too. You know, once we research it and apparently get brick paving. Okay, don't get overexcited. It's gonna take some work to get there. However, it would produce a lot more food if we're on brick paving and next to leisure, compared to the normal kitchen, which only produces like a bonus of like 2. But if we produce the large kitchen, we could get up to a bonus of 8, which would be amazing. All right, well, and we'll fuss and worry about all of that later. For now, I suppose I have trees to cut down. Let's see, double check. I think we're doing good. Making our grog, even though it's just like water and eggs thrown together. That's not the most appetizing thing to me. But, well, I suppose I'm old. Maybe it's just easier for me to chew. Yay! And we're like upgrading little huts all over the place. We're making little meeting points on the patch of snow that somehow has like continued to stay here. And apparently we now have 3, oh my gosh, we have 4 chickens because of the chicken expansion. We might have to train more people in how to harvest wild chicken fruit from the forest. Yeah, that's actually really cool. And then we have cut forest. We cut down all the forest without considering the well-being of the creatures that lived in them. Find another forest, I say. Oh, that's terrible. But we do need to be able to go ahead and expand a little bit. And it is one of our first terraforming that allow us to actually push past the boundaries of the village, which is extremely useful for doing important things that would be able to help us keep our villagers alive in the future. So you need 2 tools in order to do that. So let's get my tool maker back on it. And then we also need, let's see, I'll get my lumberjacks back on their job. So we won't be able to do it yet because I think you need 2 tools per time you cut down a chunk. That's gonna make things very interesting if that is indeed the case. Requires wood maker within 1 in order to make the tools. Boy. And actually, I just remembered that the lumberjacks get a boost with how much forest they're around, don't they? Good news, everyone! We don't need this well or these fields anymore. Thank goodness. I was having a little bit of a moment, I'm not gonna lie. I was definitely thinking that that might be a little bit of a pickle. No, we are not planting seeds. We are actually going to be tearing this all down because we no longer need to go ahead and have this whole little section. Instead, it can become a tool specialty area. You know, that's all right. That's all right. Excellent. So let's see. I could use more seed. Okay, never mind. Fine. Everyone's busy. I see how it is, or I seed how it is, you could say. Boy. Yeah, maybe we do need more kids. Just so that I can have everybody doing what I need. Ooh, and then did we research the... I keep thinking we, for sure by now, would have researched having a bigger well. It just seems kind of self-obvious, right? But the answer is no. No, we haven't. So let's go ahead and do that. Just get that out of the way. And then we have unlocked like more memory like abilities, but we haven't unlocked the memories yet because I need to have the village survive a few of those omens that I keep yammering and yimmering on about. Well, good news, everyone. The Doom event arrives in like 3 days. So we may get like my wish of being able to prove that I knew what I was talking about when I was trying to prepare the village for Doom. Also, we truly may need to have a couple more people trained to go harvest chicken fruit, because that's a lot of chicken fruit that we could potentially harvest. Wow. In fact, is there like an upgrade to that? Hunting tent or hunter's lodge? What's the benefit? Within two, you get the same amount. Huh. 4 days to build. Like, but... So production... I mean, how is this different from the hunting tent? Maybe it just has more hit points? Can it see a larger area for being able to go ahead and, like... No, just 2. Maybe it just gets a larger, like, hit point? I don't know. That's a silly reason to bother with, like, the research. But let's go ahead and maybe have a couple of those put in. Just in case we have some spare time in which one might be able... Well, actually, if I have that many put in, we're not going to have any chicken fruit left. Oh, that's right. Somebody needed to put down the cloths so that we can finally get the cloth maker put in. Oh, my word. There we go. And so requires social. Do you get a boost if you're built next to something? It requires clearing. Clearing path to dwelling. I think we're good. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, and then we need to get some tomatoes planted again already. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, over here too. Wow, okay. Hopefully we have enough for the chickens as well. We might need to get more seed collectors going. We will lose egg, tomato, and glop as they are over the cap. Oh, wow. Well, we don't need the glop then. Oh my gosh, good job, Rin! So much glop that we can go ahead and have other kinds of celebrations. Like gathering more seeds. There we go. All right, everyone. Huzzah, huzzah. Now to go ahead and patiently collect enough space, time, and tools that we can start really making the village our own. Just in time to survive the doom of illness that actually was a little bit closer at failing and having a risk of bad things happening than I care to admit. That was a lot closer than I meant. Whoops. But all right. Thank you guys so much for joining me here, and Are We There You? And I shall see you all next time. Bye-bye.